Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Volume 6, Book 60, number 307. Narrated by Zayd bin Thabit. When we collected the fragmentary manuscripts of the Quran into copies, I missed one of the verses of Surah Al-Ahzab which I used to hear Allah's apostle reading. Finally I did not find it with anybody except Khuzaimah al-Ansari, whose witness was considered by Allah's apostle equal to the witness of 2 men. And that verse was smiley face. Among the believers are men who have been true to their covenant with Allah. Volume 6, Book 60, number 308. Narrated by Aisha. The wife of the Prophet, Allah's apostle, came to me when Allah ordered him to give option to his wives. So Allah's apostle started with me, saying, I am going to mention to you something. But you should not hasten to give your reply, unless you consult your parents. He knew that my parents would not order me to leave him. Then he said, Allah says, O Prophet, say to your wives, 33.2829. On that I said to him, then why should I consult my parents? Verily, I seek Allah, His apostle and the home of the hereafter. Volume 6, Book 60, number 309. Narrated by Aisha. The wife of the Prophet, when Allah's apostle was ordered to give option to his wives, he started with me, saying, I am going to mention to you something, but you shall not hasten to give your reply, unless you consult your parents. The Prophet knew that my parents would not order me to leave him. Then he said, Allah says, O Prophet Muhammad, say to your wives, if you desire the life of this world and its glitter, a great reward, 33.2829, I said, then why I consult my parents? Verily, I seek Allah, His apostle and the home of the hereafter. Then all the other wives of the Prophet did the same as I did. Volume 6, Book 60, number 310. Narrated by Anas bin Malik. The verse, but you did hide in your mind that which Allah was about to make manifest, 33.37, was revealed concerning Zainab bint Jahsh and Zayd bin Haritha. Volume 6, Book 60, number 311. Narrated by Aisha. I used to look down upon those ladies who had given themselves to Allah's apostle, and I used to say, can a lady give herself to a man? But when Allah revealed, you, O Muhammad, can postpone the turn of whom you will of them, your wives, and you may receive any of them whom you will, and there is no blame on you if you invite one whose turn you have set aside, temporarily, 33.51. I said to the Prophet, I feel that your Lord hastens in fulfilling your wishes and desires. Volume 6, Book 60, number 312. Narrated by Mu'adha. Aisha said, Allah's apostle used to take the permission of that wife with whom he was supposed to stay overnight if he wanted to go to one other than her, after this verse was revealed. You, O Muhammad, can postpone the turn of whom you will of them, your wives, and you may receive any of them whom you will, and there is no blame on you if you invite one whose turn you have set aside temporarily. 33.51. I asked Aisha, what did you use to say in this case? She said, I used to say to him, if I could deny you the permission to go to your other wives, I would not allow your favor to be bestowed on any other person. Volume 6, Book 60, number 313. Narrated by Umar. I said, O Allah's apostle, good and bad persons enter upon you, so I suggest that you order the mothers of the believers, i.e. your wives, to observe veils. Then Allah revealed the verses of Al-Hijab. Volume 6, Book 60, number 314. Narrated by Anas bin Malik. When Allah's apostle married Zainab bint Jahsh, he invited the people to a meal. They took the meal and remained sitting and talking. Then the Prophet showed them as if he is ready to get up. Yet they did not get up. When he noticed that there was no response to his movement, he got up, and the others too got up except 3 persons who kept on sitting. The Prophet came back in order to enter his house, but he went away again. Then they left, whereupon I set out and went to the Prophet to tell him that they had departed, so he came and entered his house. I wanted to enter along with him, but he put a screen between me and him. Then Allah revealed, O you who believe, do not enter the houses of the Prophet. 33.53. Volume 6, Book 60, number 315. Narrated by Anas bin Malik. I of all the people know best this verse of Al-Hijab. When Allah's apostle married Zainab bint Jahsh, she was with him in the house, and he prepared a meal and invited the people to it. They sat down, after finishing their meal, and started chatting. So the Prophet went out and then returned several times while they were still sitting and talking. So Allah revealed the verse, O you who believe, enter not the Prophet's houses until leave is given to you for a meal, and then, not so early as to wait for its preparation. Ask them from behind a screen. 33.53. So the screen was set up and the people went away. Volume 6, Book 60, number 316. Narrated by Anas. A banquet of bread and meat was held on the occasion of the marriage of the Prophet to Zainab bint Jahsh. I was sent to invite the people to the banquet, and so the people started coming in groups. They would eat and then leave. Another batch would come, eat and leave. So I kept on inviting the people till I found nobody to invite. Then I said, O Allah's Prophet, I do not find anybody to invite. He said, carry away the remaining food. Then a batch of 3 persons stayed in the house chatting. The Prophet left and went towards the dwelling place of Aisha and said, Peace and Allah's mercy be on you, O the people of the house. She replied, Peace and the mercy of Allah be on you too. How did you find your wife? May Allah bless you. Then he went to the dwelling places of all his other wives and said to them the same as he said to Aisha, and they said to him the same as Aisha had said to him. Then the Prophet returned and found a group of 3 persons still in the house chatting. The Prophet was a very shy person, so he went out, for the second time, and went towards the dwelling place of Aisha. I do not remember whether I informed him that the people have gone away. So he returned, and as soon as he entered the gate, he drew the curtain between me and him, and then the verse of Al-Hijab was revealed. Volume 6, Book 60, number 317. Narrated by Anas. When Allah's apostle married Zainab bint Jahsh, he made the people eat meat and bread to their fill, by giving a walima banquet. Then he went out to the dwelling places of the mothers of the believers, his wives, as he used to do in the morning of his marriage. He would greet them and invoke good on them, and they, too, would return his greeting and invoke good on him. When he returned to his house, he found 2 men talking to each other, and when he saw them, he went out of his house again. When those 2 men saw Allah's apostle going out of his house, they quickly got up and departed. I do not remember whether I informed him of their departure, or he was informed by somebody else. So he returned, and when he entered the house, he lowered the curtain between me and him. Then the verse of Al-Hijab was revealed.